Being the original Donkey Kong has its benefits. I mean, I suppose it could if he got more credit. Cranky Kong's had it rough. He's just trying to make a living back in the old arcade days of throwing barrels and kidnapping girls. He's raised some fine Kongs and even been on a few adventures of his own. So if we want to get technical, I suppose Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo would be his official first appearance as Cranky? Developed by Rare and released in 1994, Donkey Kong Country needs no introduction, as it's one of the most iconic video games of all time. Music, graphics, and gameplay made this gem an unforgettable journey that all gamers should go on at least once in their lives, probably more than once. That being said, today on Character Potential, I want to give credit to the Kong of Kongs, Cranky.
Here we go.
While I'm sitting here typing this script, I'm now wondering, why didn't Cranky get his own verse in the DK rap? I mean, he's the Kong of Kongs. He's the original. He's got the talent, the suave, the walnuts, peanuts, and pineapple smells. I love the DK rap, and I can't stop wanting to make jokes about it. Send help, please. Let's make like a banana and split this stat page open so we can see how the old Kong can handle on the battlefield.
Performance for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap. As we take you through this monkey rap.
As usual, these are based on a 1 to 9 scale in honor of the Max Smash AI. Power. This is a rating of how much damage he'll do compared to other fighters. Cranky might act like a fragile old Kong sometimes, but he's tough as nails and he can hang with the best of them. Catch him in the right mood and he'll run circles around you. Cranky would be a 4 out of 9. Speed. Speed determines on how fast he'll move. That means walking and running animation, swimming if it returns, dodge rolls, edge game, etc. When he's not swinging the night away in his rocker, Cranky can get up and go. I mean, he can beat Donkey Kong Country in less than an hour and in only one life. That's fast. Cranky would be a 6 out of 9. Technique. This stat defines how much of a learning curve his moveset would be. Cranky would be one of the characters that it doesn't seem like there's much depth until you start learning mobility and utility with his moves. Easy to pick up, hard to master. Cranky would be a 6 out of 9 in technique. Jump. Jump determines how many jumps he gets, how high his jumps are, and how good his recovery is. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Cranky is gonna show y'all why he's the OG. Cranky has great jumps, a sweet recovery, and some wicked mobility options, an easy 9 out of 9. Weight. Weight is a stat of how light or heavy a character will be. This will determine how easy it'll be to smash him off the stage, as well as whether or not the jumps are floaty and your fall speed. Cranky isn't the same chunk monk he used to be, but don't let that fool you. He's still got the heart of a youngster, his jumps wouldn't float, and his fall speed's fast. Average weight for a fighter, Cranky would be a 4 out of 9. For the standard B special, Cranky would shoot his denture pop gun from Tropical Freeze. These dentures would bounce twice in a small arc across the stage before disappearing. Minor damage and knockback, but they are great for spacing on the battlefield and playing mind games. For the forward B special, I want to get old school. Cranky would pull out the TNT barrel and hurl it across the stage, similar to how he threw one in Donkey Kong's boombox in the original Donkey Kong Country opening. The barrels would have the same physics as in the series. They would roll till they fall off the stage, they hit an opponent, they could bounce off walls. This would cause the TNT barrel to explode, doing decent damage and knockback. Although the attack is strong, it is very predictable, so you're going to have to get creative and be one step ahead. though it'd be really fun and almost like a mini game watching your opponents jump over barrels. Good times. The down B special would be the pogo stick ability with his cane, and put the command to launch Cranky skyward. If you time your inputs, you can continue to pogo around on the stage. This gives Cranky a lot of mobility and would create interesting matchups and strategy for dealing with him. You would be able to cancel out of the pogo to attack or air dodge, but you would have to land and re-input the command before you could start pogoing again. If Cranky bounces off an opponent, it would do minor damage and knockback. For the up B special, Cranky would strap on the old barrel blaster and begin to fly. Use the control stick to fly freely around the stage for a short period of time. This recovery is fantastic, but it does have a weakness. If you take any kind of damage, the barrels will explode and Cranky will take damage in an explosion, sending him flying to the ground. Cranky's neutral A attack would be a standard vertical swing of the cane. The full combo would be a triple bonk with the cane doing average damage and completion. Cranky's forward A tilt would be a leaning horizontal swing of the cane, almost throwing him off balance. Not very damaging, but has average knockback. The down A tilt would be Cranky slamming the cane on the ground, similar to his Tropical Freeze ground pound, average damage and knockback again. Cranky's up A tilt would be a thrust upward of the cane, minor damage and knockback, but able to use in succession for racking up damage, similar to Mario's up tilt. Cranky's running attack would be the Tropical Freeze roll, decent damage and knockback, and it would give you an opportunity to come out of the roll and go into an attack, similar to how in Tropical Freeze and in other Donkey Kong Country games, you could use the roll to tech some specific platforming. Cranky's neutral air would be the fist bump from Tropical Freeze. The forward air would be Cranky's underwater cane strike, a full horizontal swing with the cane. The back air would be a Donkey Kong styled back kick that has good KO power. The up air would be the same as the grounded version. He would thrust the cane upward. The down air would be a spike attack with the cane, similar to Link's down air that sends him downward towards the stage. For the forward smash, Cranky would do a full power bonk with the cane, swinging it down from overhead, the classic and true bonk of the ages. The up smash would be Cranky using his dual canes like a ninja, swinging them overhead in a cross slash like X pattern. For the down smash, Cranky would do a two-handed thrust of the cane into the ground, causing a shockwave that damages opponents. For Cranky's final smash, I want to see Cranky break out the rocking chair and take any opponents that he catches, and he'll lecture them. He'll do like the Donkey Kong Country lecturing, where he just sits there and he just keeps talking and talking and talking. It would be a hilarious nod to the original games, and he would talk your ear off. It would be really funny to see the different characters react to just having to listen to him go on about random nonsense. The smash would end with Cranky smacking him on the head with his cane when he notices that they aren't paying attention, causing him to blast off the stage or explode. And I just think that would be hilarious. Cranky would have 3 taunts. 1. Cranky would pull out and read the newspaper. This is a nod to Tropical Freeze, one of his idle animations that he does when you have him paired with Donkey Kong. 2. Cranky would whip out and begin operating the phonograph. This would be a good reference to the original Donkey Kong Country series while still paying homage to the character. 3. Cranky would put on some headphones and jam out to the DK64 rap. Like in the cutscene when he's going wicka 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 and he's like being the DJ. That would be awesome. For a stage, the Donkey Kong series is already well represented and Cranky is completely covered. That being said, it would be really cool to see Cranky's cabin as a stage, though it is visible in the Congo jungle and the jungle japes. So, as I said previously, I think it's completely covered. For his battle entrance animation, Cranky would enter the stage by throwing his cane down into the center and swinging onto the screen, similar to Tropical Freeze. It's flashy and it looks awesome. For his Punch-Out Boxing Arena moniker, it would say, "The Kong Senior." Last but not least, for his victory animation, Cranky would sit on his rocker and just enjoy the breeze. What a classy fellow. His victory theme would match the other Kongs in Smash. Take a listen. And there you go, guys. That's another episode of Character Potential done. I really like Cranky as a character. I've always thought he would make an interesting character for Smash, being that he's just like he's the old man. He's the old guy that nobody really takes seriously, but he was like the true badass of his time. I think it'd personally be really cool. Of course, for Donkey Kong reps, I think Dixie would also be really fun. I also believe that Funky could make for a great echo of Donkey Kong. So there are lots of options, and I am still thrilled to say that King K. Rool is in Smash now, and it's long overdue, but extremely satisfying. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun to work on. I love the DK rap. I love the DK, like Donkey Kong as a series. I love all the games. So this one was a lot of fun to mess around and put together. But yeah, so if you guys have any characters you'd like to request for Character Potential, or maybe Echo Potential, those little short snacks, those little minute snippets that you want to see, I can, just let me know. Let me know what you think about, this episode. Let me know just what you're feeling. Any ideas that you have, I want to hear it. So, yeah, guys, this is your Pleb. This is Trev, and I will see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You're all the best. Bye.